1. We're live. Welcome to the Montague Cheer podcast. We just got done doing the hype video, the TikTok. How'd that go?
Good.
Yeah.
That's good. How you guys doing today?
Good.
Pretty good.
Awesome.
Pretty
So, many of you guys do, competitive cheer in the winter.
Mm-hmm.
How helpful is it to be doing, sideline cheer during this time and then in the winter going into competitive cheer?
I don't do competitive.
Okay.
So,
very personally, I think it's very helpful because you kind of like work on your skills and you like are doing stuff throughout the fall time before you go and join competitive. It's not just like straight going in and cold feet, you get used to it, warmed up to it, and it goes pretty good.
Yeah. So every Friday, you guys are out there, rain or shine. As a community, how much does, just this being able to do that every Friday and being able to support the football players, your community and all that, what does that mean to you guys?
Paige and I have been on the cheer team for all 4 years, so I'd say like now being able to be out there every single Friday night underneath the Friday night lights is just, it's such an unreal experience. And like, I don't know, it's just so much fun when we're down there.
It is a lot of fun. It's chaotic, it's crazy, but it's fun.
What's your answer?
You got any effort?
I don't know.
All right, we can move on for now. So how do you think, staying on that, Friday Night Lights topic, how do you think that contributes to, the game and the overall experience for somebody who's going to a game?
I definitely think like a lot of like the student section, they love like our cheers, they get into them, the band gets into it. Sometimes parents get into it, sometimes they're just like not into it, but I still think they do enjoy it.
Yeah.
I've had some input from some of the football players. They really like when the cheerleaders are out there because it feels like not only with all the people in the stands, but they just have like their number one supporters out there.
Yeah. What is the, coldest or worst time you've had to go out there and cheer?
We haven't had a cold game yet. I mean, not like too cold to handle this year yet. So I think it's like when we get more into October.
What about in previous years?
There was this time where it was like hailing and sleeting.
Yes. It was hailing. We were like, I was layered up with like 6 different hoodies and my jacket on and like 3 different pairs of pants.
Can you even move when you have that stuff on?
It's hard. It's difficult, but
Yeah. So what's kind of the funniest thing that's happened to you in the last, on the cheer team over the last few years?
Oh gosh.
I don't know.
There's a lot. Like I can't even pick just one.
Well, pick a few.
You can do that one.
I don't know. The funniest thing that's happened to me? Dude, I don't know. You have a few. You go. I don't have any in my brain.
You can only pass it off to each other so many times before you get to start getting the same answer.
Edward, what about you? When you almost ate it during your aerial?
That was just practice, so I wasn't like
and
actually
fell.
cheering, but I did slip. The grass was wet. I slipped and fell and like almost landed on my head, so that was a little.
Oh, Paige, we did
little
like
fun.
this TikTok freshman year that
We
we messed
did,
up
and-
over 20 times.
We did it like so many times, and it was like in front of everybody too, because they were like people were sitting there waiting for the game to start, and we're just like screwing around doing this TikTok over and over again. It was fun though.
Have any of you guys been dropped?
I'm a base, so I
I'm a
catch.
base. I catch too.
I've never been dropped. No.
You just said you almost fell on your head.
Well, that was during an aerial, not a stunt.
Oh, I don't really know the difference, but what makes, cheering for Montague on the sideline kind of unique?
The people,
Yeah.
the team, even like the football team, like everything has a play in it.
Yeah. And last question, what kind of inspired you to get into it, to start doing cheer, stuff like that?
Well, I've cheered since I was little. I've done sideline cheer, I've done competitive champion force, so I've been cheering like my whole life. So
I used to go to football games when I was little, and I always seen like the cheerleaders on the track, like doing all the stunts and stuff, and that's just been my dream to be out there ever
Yeah.
since.
I don't really know. I did comp last year, so they just kind of needed more people for sideline, and I just decided why not, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I know you guys got another game this Friday against, who is it again? Ludington. Yep. And then it's homecoming next week, right?
No, it's our alumni game and then homecoming.
Okay. How is homecoming? I know I went to Montague like 3 years ago.
Well,
That was always wild. How is it for you guys?
it's gonna look different this year because we have the dance right after the game. But
Yep.
they like announce court. They walk out on the field during halftime, and then I think they announce who it is at halftime, like who wins
Yep.
King and Queen, and then I guess after the game this year, we're gonna go into the school and dance.
So the dance is after the game this year?
Yeah,
Wow, that's different.
yeah,
Yeah.
They changed it this year.
Usually it's the day after.
Yeah,
Senior night is also on homecoming.
Yeah.
This year, so
Oh.
that's gonna be before the game.
That's
Plus
an
the-
eventful night.
plus the parade that also goes on before the game
Yep.
Yeah.
that we walk in.
Jeez. Well, I appreciate you guys coming on the podcast. Good luck the rest of your season.
Thank you.
Good luck going into winter. I'll probably see some of you guys again when we have you guys back in for the competitive cheer
Yes.
media day. Yeah, I appreciate you guys coming on and have a nice day.
Thank you so much.
You
Thank
too.
you.
See, that wasn't so hard. Other than every time I looked at her, she was like,